I think it's still well supported. I think we've probably seen a float away from what we might have called a traditional fan. But when I say that, I mean fans that might have been going in the 50s, 60s and 70s, you know, that classic, you know, work all week, do a shift on a Saturday morning, go to the game on a Saturday afternoon. But we need to remember the demographics also change, so more families go in, for instance, to games. We mentioned the women's code earlier. You know, way more families going to watch women's football than we perhaps see in the men's game. Nonetheless, a very different demographic now to what we saw 20, 30 years ago. So a different type of person is perhaps going. Have they been priced out? I think there's an argument to say some of the teams that have really hiked ticket prices are really cashing in on the wealth of some of those people that are able to pay. As a free market economist, I'd probably sit on the supply and demand situation. You know, if you want to go and watch the game, then you pay the money. That ultimately helps your team. And if it helps your team, it means more money in the coffers, means better players on the field and actually a better entertainment product. So the kind of cycle continues. But I'm not naive enough to think that that's a brilliant outcome. There are people that absolutely have been priced out that really struggle to afford. And the challenge, if you like, with those on lower wages is they then have to start making choices which once they didn't have to do, and you know, that's a little bit sad. But you've also got globalisation in the game, so you've got fans in, you said about Leicester City, you'll have fans in Thailand that have got as much legitimacy of being a fan of Leicester City as somebody that lived next door to the stadium.